arum. It's also called Lords and Ladies or Cuckoo's Pint. And in autumn, it's if you've ever seen like a stalk with a load of orange berries on top of it, this is where they come from. It's really poisonous, and you'll know about it as soon as you put some in your mouth. It's like
poisonous.
This is one of the poisonous ones. Yeah.
What's the other name for it?
Lords and Ladies, Cuckoo Pint, or Arum. Don't know what one you want to use. What one? I don't like saying too many names.
To kill you,
one leaves. I think you'd find it really difficult to swallow it.
So if you put one of those by accident in a juice.
In a juice, you might upset your stomach. Definitely. It's like I think you'd have to juice quite a few leaves to kill yourself. I'm not sure.
Do you know about the shamanic use where you eat small parts of like yew tree?
Does it? Well, I did tell you it was poisonous.
Don't eat this one. And then he says, "Oh, okay."
Well, I covered myself at the beginning for this kind of behaviour.
This kind of poisonous behaviour.
Yeah.
Poison.
Is there anything he can eat to counteract it?
No. Chocolate. Maybe some stinging nettle juice or something.
Yeah.
This is cow parsley, which is really, really abundant. And once you've made friends with this plant, and you can identify it against hemlock, fool's parsley, and hairy chervil, and rough chervil, all of those plants are poisonous and look very similar to cow parsley.
Fool's parsley.
Fool's parsley, rough chervil.
Rough chervil. Okay.
And hemlock. They've all got very similar leaves to cow parsley, so it's not a plant to just assume you know what it is.
So
because
it's worth researching what those three look like.
And if we pass any of those, which I don't think we do, I'll obviously identify them. But once you can identify this plant, it's got a really unique smell. It's the first one to come up in spring. It's the first one to flower, as this one's just about to flower. And it's really, really good in juices. It's because it's related to parsley.
Prolific as well.
It's absolutely prolific. You can fill carrier bags of it and just juice it and get.
So you've just got to know which one it is.
Exactly. This is
you've had friends who stuck hemlock in the bag.
I was picking with Joseph, who's not silly, and he put a hemlock leaf in our collection basket, and I was like, and he's also accidentally eaten arum, thinking it was wild garlic, and they found out that very quickly that it wasn't wild garlic. Because of the taste.
Which is the one which grows with the wild garlic?
I mean, that looks very similar to, and when they're even younger, they look even more similar.
They often grow together, don't they?
They do, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I picked some out of my wild garlic last night actually.
Yeah.
So I've been picking the dark, so
yeah,
it's easy to.
When I was picking the cow parsley, because it was so prolific, I was just grabbing bits of cow parsley like this, and I grabbed an arum leaf as well, and it was only because I was looking at what I was doing when I was juicing it, I was like, oh god, even I can pick an arum leaf by accident in the mix. It's just when you're grabbing instead of picking.
So what's the recognisable features of this compared to the hemlock?
Hemlock has usually got blotchy purple dots on the stems.
Saying don't eat me.
But the leaves are analogous to the same, are
they? They look very similar. The green is a little bit different. You've got to just look at the difference, you know what I mean? Keep testing yourself with this plant. Like, get different pictures of it and really, really make friends with it before you start eating this plant, because it's not one you want to make a mistake with. It is definitely a gamble. All the energy and the minerals and everything into the reproduction and out of the stored form of its leaves. So. Yeah,
cool little plant, but it tastes really good.
If anyone wants to try some of this one. This will be a nice one. Arum or Lords and Ladies, because it doesn't have the arrow-shaped V. I'll just grab a. And it smells like garlic. I mean, when they're in their young form though, because they've got that similar like shiny kind of leaf and the same kind of texture. Like if you're not looking what you're doing, you can accidentally pick the wrong one. But yeah, if anyone wants any wild garlic.
It's sold at £10 a kilo at some farmers' markets.
What's that? What, rancid?
Wild garlic.
Wow, when you find wild garlic, usually you find it just
a lot of
prolifically, yeah. Because again, the roots of this plant, they look like little piles, and they used to make an ointment, and still herbalists still do make an ointment for piles and hemorrhoids with this plant.
Yellow.
The yellow flowers.
What's it called?
It's lesser celandine.
Oh, it's lesser.
What do they taste like?
No, it's the leaves are not good to eat. They've got toxic chemicals in them, and so do the roots until you cook them. But as soon as you've cooked the roots, you can collect them all up. They're like little baked beans, like little tubers, like loads of little mini potatoes, and then they're edible.
You can really recognise the leaf because it's super shiny.
And it's like a little heart-shaped shield. And you can get, sometimes you get mottled, like a mottled effect on the leaves of different shades of green. But the flower is just lush. It's one of my spring joys to see the lesser celandines out. I can't say enough good stuff about stinging nettles.
What's that one?
Sorry. You can eat the stings are on the top sides of the leaves. So if you do want to just have a wayside nibble, you like fold the spikes in the inside, and then you can squash them and you break the spikes, and then you've got a little parcel. And as long as it doesn't unwrap in your mouth, you can eat it.
In which case you'd fuck.
What's that?
Beauty language, which is
Sorry, it unwraps and it stings you.
Yeah, but if you get stung, it's not a problem, is it?
It's actually good for you.
I've heard different things about the material in the stingers from an herbalist, Zoe Hawes in Bath. You know Zoe? No. She says, you can have a little bit too much of that.
Okay.
And it can actually be difficult for the system and provoke. That's what she says.
Well, the sting plant, it's got tryptophan. It's got the full range of.
So you're going to sleep well if you have your nettle juice.
Definitely, and generally be merrier.
So it's got what? It's got what in it?
It's got it's one of the highest chlorophyll containing plants, land plants on the planet. And chlorophyll is one atom's difference to hemoglobin. So if you get lots of chlorophyll in your body, your body's going to be able to convert it to hemoglobin really quickly. And then the more hemoglobin, the more efficient blood molecules you got, blood cells you got running through your body, the more all the cells can be fed the oxygen they need. So chlorophyll, very, very good. It's antiseptic. It's anti-cancerous.
It's got 5 HTP.
Because it's good for the blood, it really helps with things like arthritis and wounds and anything like that.
It's really high in iron, so that one atom's difference of the chlorophyll molecule to the hemoglobin molecule is iron, and so
iron from manganese, isn't it? Because it's alchemical transmutation.
So the manganese makes the chlorophyll green. They take the manganese output of iron in, and then it makes it.
It just flips the manganese into iron. It alchemically converts the element. Your body.
I've not heard that. I thought you literally.
Well, it's one theory.
It's got all the essential amino acids in it. There's even some fatty acids in it. It's got antihistamines. It's just of all the foods that I've eaten on this planet, stinging nettles absolutely make me happier and healthier. I literally buzz off of them.
It's great too for growing because it's super high in nitrogen, and if you put that in your water,
you can make feed, plant feed.
For plant feed.
Great
to do sort of like the cleansing couple of weeks of juice, isn't it?
It's everywhere. They're just asking to be eaten, and I feel that it's
I'm glad we're going to get the house feeling us juice all
Oh,
this.
that's just what I was thinking. I can't wait to get on back on the nettle juice.
For picking them, what would you suggest the best way to pick them?
I pick the first 6 leaves. That's the most nutritious bit, and as soon as the stinging nettle
Too high, or
well, you can see that in the middle, a flower starts being produced, and it's not just leaves.
So at that point, you'd want to cook it.
You just give up on them.
Just give up on them.
Or you can cut it right back. You can cut stingers right back, and then they'll cut and come again plant.
All year.
All year. So that's the way to maintain fresh growth. But literally, stinging nettles have got about 2 weeks, and they're past their best. So we got 2 more weeks of intense juicing.
You can get your own little patch in the wild, can't you?
Yeah,
you maintain.
which I was saying, a cut and come again patch in the wild, definitely.
And you can have more most of the year then, really, can't you?
If you're pre-planning it, but if you just want to get what is
I had a little
readily
patch
available.
down here 2 years ago. Cut
before it's gone into flower. Buttercups are toxic to the liver, and obviously they'll have their little yellow flowers about that high. And there's a few different varieties of buttercup. And this is meadow buttercup.
What's the other plant that looks like buttercup?
Gather this out now.
This is sorrel too.
This is everyone's generally everyone's favourite wild green if you want to try it. It's got like a lemony, like apple skin kind of taste to it. This is sorrel, like common sorrel, and it's a really nice specimen as well, really nice plant. That's the meadow buttercup, which is poisonous.
You want to try? Pop it.
That's sorrel.
Super good.
What's that one?
These are good.
Yeah. Sorrel. That we had yesterday. We'll get to know that.
Really interesting flavour, huh?
Yeah, it's the acids in it which make it sour.
It's kind of sour, like an apple.
And if you're munching wild food in the countryside and you've eaten a particularly bitter leaf, it's really good to clean your palate with one of them. Sorrel.
Poor little plant.